In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how I've drawn this Puma and turned it into a vector illustration. I first start by a very rough sketch, and then I gradually refine the sketch until I reach something that I'm satisfied with. And here I'm roughly mapping out the head and the front legs. And as you can see, I'm just loosely sketching to try to block out the main or the basic shapes of the Puma. At this phase, I'm not bothered by any details, as you can see. I'm just focusing on the main shapes, proportions, and the general gesture of the animal. And I've returned to the heads, and I'm loosely drawing the different features of the face. The eyes, the nose, and the mouth. As you've probably realized, the brush that I was using in the beginning had very low opacity, so once I block out the main shapes and I have an idea about the general proportions and the general directions that the sketch is going to, I return to the different parts of the illustration and solidify the lines and make them more clear and prominent. And at this stage, I'm not just emphasizing the lines, I'm actually correcting a few things, and I'm also adding more details as I go through the sketch. It was a bit challenging to draw the back legs of the Puma because the majority of them are hidden by the front part of the body. So this part was a bit challenging and I had to use my imagination. I really enjoyed drawing these abstract, flowy rock shapes. I generally enjoy drawing natural organic shapes that don't have a specific form, so things like trees, rocks, boulders. These things don't have a specific shape, like for example a human figure or an animal. So you can just loosen up, go with the flow, and unleash your creativity. One of the advantages of drawing or sketching digitally is that it's very forgiving and it's very flexible, and you can easily select, as you've just seen, you can easily select any part that you don't like and move it or adjust it however you like. At this phase, I'm drawing the shadows and highlights areas in the different parts of the illustration. I began with the face, and it's not clear now if this area is in the shadows or a highlight, but when I color the illustration, these parts will be clear. And you can consider this the rendering parts of the drawing. I like to separate the shadows, midtones, and highlights areas with these dynamic flowing lines. And after making a few adjustments, this is the final sketch. The next step is tracing. I take the sketch to Illustrator and separate it on its own layer, decrease its opacity, and begin to trace on a new layer above it using the calligraphy brush tool. And of course, I'm using a pressure sensitive graphics tablet. So combining the calligraphy brush tool and the graphics tablet allows me to draw these dynamic lines with varying width. And it's very similar to traditional calligraphy done with a regular brush, where you apply pressure to create the thick part of the line and you minimize the pressure to create the thin parts. This is probably the most satisfying part of the illustration. I really enjoy drawing these dynamic calligraphy style lines. Unlike traditional calligraphy, these are actually vector strokes. So you can always go back and grab any anchor points along the line and adjust it however you like. After inking the sketch, I select all the strokes, go to the object menu and turn them into outline. As the head of the Puma in this illustration is symmetrical, I've made a few adjustments to one half and just reflected it. After turning all the strokes into an outline, I'm just cleaning the illustration and putting my final touches. I'm also joining the lines and cleaning the areas at which the lines meet. To do this, I mainly use the direct selection tool and remove anchor point tool. This is probably the least enjoyable part of the process, but it's absolutely necessary. And the final step is coloring, and for this I use the shape builder tool. Once I settle on the final color palettes, I use this tool to create the different shapes with a single click. And this is the final illustration. Thank you so much for watching this video. To help me continue bringing you valuable content, please take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned and see you in the next video.